In this video, we're going to College Station, Texas to watch Mississippi State take on the Texas A&M Aggies, and we're coming back Sunday in order to make it to our classes. And notice I said we. I have Ty here. Everyone, welcome Ty to the welcome to the lab, bro.
What's up, guys? What's up? What's up?
So we actually didn't leave on Saturday. We left Friday night because we both live in South Mississippi. So we figured it would be better to take separate cars back to our homes and go see our family for Friday. So that's what we did. We left Friday, went home, and then we rode together to College Station. And that's pretty much where our story begins. College Station's about a 7-hour drive from home. So we decided to get going at about 7:30 a.m., much to my dismay. But I've never been to College Station, so I agreed to it. As you can see, we were pretty excited. We drove for about 3 hours and stopped in Vinton, Louisiana at, you already know, a Love's. I topped off on gas because, I mean, why not? Went to the restroom. Ty got a sweet tea. As you can see, he's very happy about it. And then we got back on the road. At this point, we were getting pretty close to the Texas border, and Ty has never been to Texas. I know, tragic news, but as we went across the border, I did the only logical thing I could think of. Texas. Safe to say we were inspired by the great words of Big X the Plug, because we were in fact in Texas. And since we're in Texas, you know what that means. Buc-ee's. Guys, Ty also told me some more tragic news. He's also never been to Buc-ee's, which is something that no one should ever have to hear. So in that case, the next couple minutes of this video is going to be Ty absolutely flabbergasted by Buc-ee's. So we stopped at the Buc-ee's in Baytown, Texas, just outside of Houston, and this is where I will let Ty take over. First thoughts.
This is way too big of a game. So yes, as Britt said, this was my first time ever at Buc-ee's, and it was insanely large. What a gas station. I was just taken aback by how many gas pumps there were, and the car wash was absolutely wild. I mean, to have a car wash that big at a gas station, I've seen those before, but wow. The bathrooms were awesome. Britt told me to see those. The entire thing, the food, everything was insane.
Final thoughts.
Way too big of a gas station. Out of this world.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I can't believe it. It's insane.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And of course, we had to do a food review.
All right, you go first.
I go first? All right, well, I'm not going to review this because Southwest wrap, I get it. I've got it last video, got it again. And then we had to get, first time at Buc-ee's, we had to get some beaver nuggets. Let's try these first. Oh, you get two. There you go. Hold up to the camera.
Beaver nuggets.
Think it.
Second. Oh, dude.
Doesn't that just taste like Texas?
Yeah, that's gas. That's gas, dude. All right. This is a chopped brisket pork sandwich. You might not be able to see the wording, but man, does it look good. Put a brisket there.
I know.
Let's try it. Oh, dude. Dude. Oh. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
They just do everything
They're
well.
2 for 2. 2 for 2. They have hit 2 times.
All right. We also got some fudge, but we'll review that later. We're going to keep driving now. See you guys in College Station.
Hail State. So
we pressed on, fueled by the thought of Buc-ee's, and also by the taste of our respective brisket sandwich and Southwest wrap. We drove through Houston. Oh, and by the way, every time I drive through Houston, I just realize how massive it is. And shortly thereafter, we arrived in College Station. We drove around College Station for a second because we had to pretty much, and it's a pretty nice town. It still has kind of a small town feel to it, even though there's literally almost 100,000 people that live there. Ty actually bought a parking pass in preparation for this video. Thank you, Ty. So we headed towards the stadium. Now, because we did get here so early, thanks, Ty, he later admitted that we shouldn't have left that early. We had about 3 hours to kill, so we just kind of walked around everywhere. We were pretty much doing side quests. We walked past people tailgating. We walked to the baseball field. We walked to the softball field. We walked to the basketball stadium. Like I said, we were on side quests. We even got to this little area where you could see like the track and field stadium. You could see the softball stadium, and you could see like a bunch of other different sporting facilities all from this one little strip. So that's where we walked. We eventually did make our way toward the stadium. We walked through this little tunnel, and I forgot to mention it was blazing hot outside. So we went inside this little memory thing for soldiers, but it was also like a food court kind of thing. We bought waters from one of the convenience stores. I don't know. Then we walked through Tailgate Station pretty much. This was absolutely insane. There were so many people tailgating, but I mean, you could walk through. There was like a pathway through everyone's tailgate, which was really cool. There was a bridge over a like little body of water that you could actually fish out of. We saw people with fishing poles, which is really funny. And there was also a mariachi band playing. We then kind of walked around the stadium because our entrance was on the other side. So we just kind of walked all the way around practice stadium and all kinds of other stuff. We eventually did end up at our gate, and we entered the stadium pretty much right when it opened, which meant that we pretty much had the whole stadium to ourselves. We're in.
We are in.
We went to the bottom section first. And yeah, let me tell you, this stadium is massive. It didn't look super big from the outside, but from the inside, you could definitely tell there's 100,000 plus seats. So we kind of just loitered a little bit. Ty went ahead and got a stadium cup just before any of the concession lines got too long. And I looked at the Schlotzky's right next to where he was at. Ty got the cup, but they have refill stations like around the stadium. So you just get the cup and then go get whatever you want. They don't even fill it up for you, which was really interesting. So we pretty much just walked all the way around the bottom level, just kind of looking at everything. Then we headed up toward the top of the stadium where we were sitting, and we made our way to our seats. Yeah. All right, here's the view from our seat. We're pretty much, that's the back of the stadium right there. First thoughts of the stadium.
It's very big.
It's huge. It is huge.
Really cool stadium.
It is. No, I like it a lot. Yeah, at this point, we were just kind of soaking in the views because, like I said, it was super hot. So we kind of sat down, took a breather. Right here, we're watching State walk out of the tunnel. Go Dogs, Hail State. For some reason, they weren't running. They were just kind of walking like ants. I'm not sure what that was all about, but I mean, hey, whatever. Then you can see Texas flag, of course, American flag. Super cool view from up here. It's really cool to be able to see for miles in one direction. And same thing here. This was behind us, filmed through the fence there. Just super, super sick. And then there's the band. They're dressed in military stuff. I was going to cover that earlier. I'm not sure what that's all about, but anyway, that's there. So we sat up there for about 20, 30 minutes, and then I decided to go get some food just because, you know, I got to try something. And this absolutely has to be said. So they had these little cool rooms where literally you walk in and there's like fans going, there's air conditioning going, which is one of the smartest things I've ever seen. And this is also where the place was that I got my chicken tenders from. So after that, I went back to my seat and I tried them out. I got them in Cleveland. I had to get them again. You already know. And I gotta say, the tenders were really good. I think they were better than the ones in Cleveland because they were actually like juicy and good tender pieces. Fries were fine, and the sauce was really good too. And shortly after that, it was time for pregame. And I gotta say, they have a lot of cool traditions. They have a lot of weird ones too, don't get me wrong. They're not beating the Colt allegations, but it was overall a really cool environment. There were a lot of people at the game, so it was a really fun place to be. All the people around us were really nice in our seat. And I do gotta say, everyone that we ran into throughout the day was like super nice. Like we had several people just like come up to us because, you know, we're visiting fans and be like, oh, you know, welcome to Aggieland, or, you know, welcome. I hope you guys are having a good time or whatever. So everyone we encountered was really, really nice, I do have to say. But anyway, it was time to start the game. State got the ball first and pretty much went 3 and out right away. And I think the first time the Aggies got the ball, they also 3 and outed. And then we actually put together a pretty good drive after that. End of the first, 3-0 State. Could have had a touchdown, but we false started the 2-yard line. So 3-0, I'll take it.
Defense is playing well.
They are. All right. So we did end up getting 3 points on that drive. And after that, man, it was an offensive slug for State. And for A&M, too, for a while. Yeah, State was not able to do anything offensively. Every time we did anything remotely decent, we would just shoot ourselves in the foot with a penalty, or we'd call some stupid play and lose yardage. It was just really, really frustrating to watch. It was pretty miserable. And that's coming from the guy that saw this game in person. End of the first half, 7-3. We got to capitalize. That's really the main word.
Yeah, offense got to figure something out. They have a good defense, but offense got to figure something out. Defense is playing a butt off.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. All right, it's time for the halftime, Joe. All right, so then it was time for their band to play at halftime. They did a really good job, I'm not going to lie. They were really loud, and they were very good with, like, maneuvers as far as during the halftime show. They honored the guy that founded Buc-ee's at halftime, which I thought was really hilarious. And then they did this really cool light show at kind of toward the start of the third quarter, and I had to film it. I mean, look at that. The game just got worse after halftime. They scored right away pretty much. Not happy about it. 5th most attendance all time, which is kind of cool that we were a part of that. And then, as you can see, 31-9. Game just kept getting out of hand from there. And just like that, it was over. We hung our heads in defeat, but it was a really, really cool experience, and the view motivated us to get through the rest of the night. Sadness. This is incredibly upsetting. I second that. So we headed off to our Airbnb in Montgomery, Texas. Before we went, Ty was hungry, so we decided to stop at a Whataburger because, I mean, hey, we're in Texas. And just like that, we were at our Airbnb. All right, it's currently about 1 a.m. After going to Whataburger, we finally made it to our place. So let's show you around real quick. It's pretty small. Basically, it's all one room. There's like I'd say it's either a queen or a full, and then a futon. I think this back probably folds down. And then let's take a look at the bathroom. I actually haven't been in here yet. Oh, it's pretty narrow, but it's got a pretty. It's you can definitely tell it's like an outhouse, but hey, and there is shampoo and conditioner. You were worried about that, so yeah, this will get the job done. And there's bar soap, yeah. So we're chilling. This is great. Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. Okay. Well, we're tired, so
Very sleepy. And stay lost.
yeah. So I'm gonna go to bed. If you couldn't tell, we were both pretty tired, but we got up the next morning and left the Airbnb. On our way out, we decided to go to this local barbecue place just to try some Texas barbecue. It was a great call by Ty because everything here was really, really good. I still prefer Mississippi barbecue, but that's just me. But yeah, no, everything here was super good. All the people were really nice to us. It was worth the wait. We stopped at a Circle K on the way out just so I could top up on some gas. And then we got back on the road again. And also, we stopped at Buc-ee's in Baytown again for a second time because, like I said, you gotta. And that was pretty much the whole trip. I mean, I don't think we stopped after that. We pretty much just powered all the way home. Got home at about 5:30, 6 o'clock. I left my house and went back to Starkville. Got home about 1 a.m. on Monday morning. Ty waited till actual Monday morning to drive back up. So that's why we took 2 separate cars down. But that's pretty much the whole trip. So let's talk a little bit more about it. And just a quick forewarning, you're free to skip the rest of this video because we pretty much just yap about how our trip experience was, just about random things. But if you do stick around, I would appreciate it. But I mean, I understand if you have to leave a little bit early. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so now it's time to give our official final thoughts now that the trip is done. So Stadium was really, really nice. Yeah, it's a college stadium, so I have to take that into account. It's not going to have, you know, like a bunch of cool stuff around. It's just kind of plain Jane as far as inside goes, but I thought it was pretty good. Really, the only downside I have was like the hallways are kind of narrow, and with 100,000 people in the stadium, like that's probably not the greatest thing. We got there pretty early. So I'll give the stadium, it's hard for me to give anything a 10. I'll give it a 9.5. Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably give it like probably an 8. I say an 8. I think like a 9 is a good answer. It was definitely loud, very, very loud. Not as loud as LSU. I don't know if you've mentioned yet, but like when they did the whole swaying thing, the upper deck was swaying, so they sing. Yes, exactly. So they sing their fight song. And like towards the end, they have a part where they interlock arms, and they basically swag surf, and the entire upper deck was swaying.
It was one of the most bizarre things it was kind of scary, to be honest.
It's a really nice looking stadium though from the outside. Anyway, I really enjoyed the stadium.
I did too. All right, and then food. The tenders were definitely better than I had in Cleveland. The fries were like decent. The sauce was pretty good. I'll have to give. I think I gave the Cleveland food an 8.5. I think I got to give it an 8.5 as well. I think the tenders were better, but I had a lot more sauces in Cleveland. And, you know, that's pretty basic bucket of chicken tenders. So I'll give it an 8.5.
Now, they had the self-checkout. Like they had.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. They had the self-checkout like they didn't. It must be a new thing. I don't know if every stadium has it now, but, I mean, I don't think that A&M had it.
Yeah, Mississippi State doesn't have it.
No.
And when I went to LSU last year, they didn't have it. So. And LSU is one of the premier stadiums in the SEC and in the country. So I don't know, but it's definitely makes things a lot quicker and easier.
In Cleveland, it was awesome. I'm sure it was awesome at A&M too. Oh, the barbecue. I didn't really talk about the barbecue. Yeah. Okay, so the barbecue place we went to in Montgomery, he got all the food. We had a plate. It was like brisket and a couple of ribs, some sausage, and then pinto beans and dirty rice. Dirty rice was really good. All the food was really good. I told him this. I've noticed that Texas barbecue has kind of a like vinegary sourness to it, which is good. It played the sausage hands down was the best thing that I had. It was really, really good. It meshed well with that kind of sour profile that they have. Really, the only thing I didn't like was I didn't love the barbecue sauce, but that's just because I'm biased for sweet barbecue sauce, and there just wasn't really that sweet. So
Yeah, I can agree with you on the barbecue sauce. Just Mississippi barbecue sauce is so sweet, so we're just kind of used to that. I thought it was good. It was kind of like a mix of like tangy and sweet, like a Carolina and like a Mississippi sweet. The pork ribs were actually really good. That was like the sweetest thing that they had meat wise, like that had rub on it. So those were really good. What else? Brisket was good. I never really had true Texas brisket before, so it was very good. Like you said, the sausage we got, the jalapeno and cheese sausage. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh. And the dirty rice. Oh, and then the guy there.
Oh, cornbread pudding.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah.
So the guy there was so nice. He noticed that I still had my state hat on that I had on in the video, and he was like, "Oh, where'd y'all come from?" And we were like, "Oh, we're students, Mississippi State. It was first time here, and we kind of saw your place online." And he was nice enough to give us like a free little container, like a pint of like cornbread pudding. Oh,
It was so deadgum good. It's pretty much all we did.
the entire trip was just fun.
Yeah.
And it was fun. College Station was fun. Yeah, driving. Yeah, there were some parts that were boring.
Yeah, right.
Like at
That drive sucks.
Yeah, on the way back I took a nap. So
Yeah.
honestly, just everything about like it was so fun on Saturday. Obviously, the state game didn't go the way we wanted to, but you know, is what it is. But honestly, it was a great trip. I'm glad we made it. I would go back. I think it's a great. College Station doesn't get too great of a rap around the SEC. I think it's. I thought it was really good.
I thought it was cool too. So I mean,
And we didn't get to go too much into town, but at least the people around were
oh,
people around were nice. Now
So
I know we mentioned. You know,
Cold.
yeah, it's got the traditions they have are kind of crazy
Yeah.
with the yell leaders and stuff like that. You know, to go out of your way to invite opposing fans to your tailgate and ask them if they want to eat food or whatever. I just thought that was really nice. So all in all, yeah, I had a really good time. I know you probably did too.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like this trip. I would, if I had to rate the trip, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. It was really, really good. Only knock is just I was really tired, but I mean that's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm happy. Thanks for going with me, man.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for helping me vlog this whole experience. Yeah.
We'll have to go next year to wherever state plays. We'll have to go somewhere. I think we might go to Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, whoa, little hint, little foreshadowing. All right, well, yeah, it was fun. Thank you for watching. Love you. Jesus loves you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hail State. Go Dogs.